Well, you can call it Declan Rice to Arsenal setback. You can call it Declan Rice to Arsenal worry. Anything you call it, it just fits those two words, because what I'm going to reveal to you is something that really worries Arsenal fans, worries the board of Arsenal, worries Mikel Arteta, and then it's a setback into what Arsenal have been planning for the last 5 months of the year 2023. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. Is the football news show. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's bad news. If at all you are not a City fan, I know most people, all supporters of football, are really calling in for Pep to go out because they expect that if at all he wins a treble, he'll throw in a towel. Pep Guardiola has said, I'm here for keeps. I'm here on a mission, and he's going nowhere. And lastly, we're going to talk about Angel Di Maria. He's going to be a free agent in the summer, and teams can easily get his services as soon as possible. Fabrizio Romano coming in through with that update here onto the Rokani Media Football. Good morning, guys. It's a Friday. How was your night? And hope you guys are asking yourself, does Rokan sleep? You know, there is something I really gonna hate to change. Every morning you'll have to be served with a story. That's it. Around lunchtime, I serve you with another one. In the evening, I serve you with another one. Around 9 p.m., I serve you with another one. Around midnight, we close our day. That's it. And that's the plan that we are really having to really feed you when we are heading into this summer. So let's see close to 200 likes much on this video, and let's try to really do the needful and obviously get ourselves to the levels where we deserve to be in here for you by subscribing and hitting 14,000 subscribers before this month comes to an end, because after today it's going to be 5 fucking days left to come to the end of the month. Now let's start off with a story coming in from West Ham. This is the official fan channel of West Ham. It's known as West Ham Central, largest independent West Ham news page in there for you. They're having close to 100,000 followers. They've told us that Declan Rice wants to be sure he will win medals, trophies wherever he moves to, and recent years have shown there is no certainty of that at Arsenal, and that has given him reservations. Now, this is the setback I've been talking about. You understand? This is a source that is close to West Ham. This is an outlet of West Ham. As you see, it's called West Ham Central, and they've broken very many huge stories of the players that West Ham are going to sign, and they've come to pass. So when I tweeted this morning, I saw an Arsenal fan come out and really saying that that is trash. No. Him putting out this story doesn't mean that Rice is not going to go to Arsenal, but he's just showing you that Rice has reservations, you know, on moving to Arsenal, because Arsenal look like they might not be a trophy winning side. But I think on the other side, if at all you flip the coin, it plays in the hands of Declan Rice. He might want to say, I want to go to Arsenal and really win trophies for them. That is Declan Rice for you. He might be saying that in his head, and that might be running out there very well. To an extent that he might make a decision, but as we know, Arsenal have put in a lot of work to sign Declan Rice. That is something that you need to know. But not winning trophies, I think Arsenal was in the phase of not winning trophies this season. They wanted to go back to the Champions League football, and they achieved it. And I think that's going to be one of the convincing factors to Declan Rice, telling him that, please, we missed out on the trophy, but our main aim was to go to the Champions League football. And this season that we are going into, we are going to compete for the Premier League trophy, Champions League trophy. And I think that will keep Declan Rice in the mode to be sold on to really leave a side of West Ham to join Arsenal. Now, this is the real worry for me, you know, for the deal of Declan Rice. Now, Declan Rice is wanted by Arsenal. Arsenal have been working on this deal since January, as told to us by David Austin. Now, Sammy McBall, one of the tier 1 journalists coming in from the Daily Mail, has confirmed to us the following: that Manchester United have joined the race to land Declan Rice. Erik ten Hag wants to bolster his midfield ahead of next season and believes Rice can add steel and energy to his team. A fee of around £100 million would be enough to attempt West Ham into selling. You understand? That's coming in from Sammy McBall. Then he told us that West Ham's hopes of a bidding war for captain Declan Rice becoming a reality as Manchester United join the race to sign or to land the England international. Indications are the Hammers' initial valuation of Rice is over £100 million. Now, when you hear such a story and you're an Arsenal fan, you understand that however much Declan Rice wants to come on and play for Arsenal, it really causes a lot of worry and a setback into the deal of Declan Rice to Arsenal. Why? If Arsenal were the only team interested in signing Declan Rice, they would have gone ahead to dictate the price of the player. With United coming into play in this transfer, that means West Ham are really the beneficiaries, because a bidding war is going to be really initiated between United and Arsenal, and the highest bidder will take it all. Arsenal has bad history in competing with teams, especially when it comes to players, when it comes to money problems. Mikhailo Mudryk went to Chelsea because of Arsenal not willing to go ahead and really put in incentives that Chelsea put on the table to see Mikhailo Mudryk crossing to their side. So if United comes in through and really makes a bid of £100 million, will they really level it? That's the huge question, because the power is in the hands of West Ham to sell the player. The player wants to go to Arsenal. He doesn't want to go to Manchester. That's another positive that Arsenal are really riding on, but you cannot really hinge a lot on it because things change. Mikhailo Mudryk was posting Mikel Arteta, Arsenal, on his Insta stories, but where did he land? He ended up at Chelsea. So Declan Rice also doesn't want to leave London. He loves Arsenal. And the only positive that Arsenal can take out of this story is United takeover is really delaying these transfers. That's it. And United has only £100 million to spend right now, and it's said they're going to spend it on Harry Kane. So that is the only positive that Arsenal fans should go on and really dance to on Declan Rice's story, because United look like might take long to make a decision on signing Declan Rice. Yet Arsenal want to see the deal of Declan Rice done in the first 15 days of June, and United wouldn't have gone ahead to settle everything to see that they really get in Declan Rice. That means Arsenal are really having an upper hand, but there is a worry, because when a team like Manchester United comes in through with its profile, it can offer Declan Rice £350,000 a week, offer £100 million to West Ham provided the takeover is really done, and they can really hijack him. So Arsenal need to really act fast. That's it. There is a worry that United is in, and it's not only the club that is interested into Declan Rice. We've been told by Sky Sports and Plenty Gold that Declan Rice is a transfer target for Bayern Munich. Conversations between the club and family members who act as his agents have already taken place. Rice is the desired defensive midfielder of Thomas Tuchel, and Thomas Tuchel wanted to sign Declan Rice when he was still at Chelsea, meaning that he's still an ardent admirer of the player, and he wants him at the club of Bayern Munich. With Bayern Munich not sure about the future of Joshua Kimmich, as even senior legendaries at Bayern Munich have called in for the sale of Joshua Kimmich, Tuchel is really adding up his dots, and he wants to deliver Declan Rice to Bayern Munich. So with such teams coming in through for Declan Rice, it really makes it hard for Arsenal, especially on the spend. But I did a story earlier today that followed this, this story followed, letting you know that Arsenal is willing, Kroenke, the owner of Arsenal, is willing to give Mikel Arteta £250 million to spend, minus sales. If you add sales coming in from the players, Arsenal can generate close to 150 million pounds, meaning that Arsenal can be having 300 to 400 million pounds to spend this summer. That might act as a catalyst for a deal of Declan Rice to really go through. So let's wait and see what upcomings are really going to come in through this week, because we expect lots of stories to come in through this week concerning Declan Rice, as United is charging, Bayern Munich is charging, and Arsenal have already charged. They've convinced the player. Personal terms are not going to be an issue, but what's going to be an issue is the price at which the player is going to be sold. That's it. That will determine where this player is really going to go. Now, let's leave the Declan Rice story there and let's go to Angel Di Maria. Being told by Goal, Angel Di Maria will leave Juventus at the end of the season and become a free agent. Fabrizio Romano has something to say about this also. Fabrizio told us that talks breaking down between Juventus and Di Maria despite optimism from both sides in April. He's no longer sure of staying at Juventus next season. It's now getting complicated. Di Maria would be available as a free agent. There is no agreement with Juventus as of now. That is Fabrizio Romano bringing us that story. Now, Angel Di Maria, in his 30s, won the World Cup, still wants to play at the top tier levels of the game. That is Angel Di Maria for you. And I love the player in him. Though he came at Manchester United and really flopped, I understand there were the environment couldn't really lead all power. He's thriving at Manchester United, but he's really a very good player and he's going to be a free agent. So we are waiting to see which teams are really going to be coming in through for Angel Di Maria, because he's a good player, but age is not on his side. And you never know, he might find himself in the Premier League, because teams like Newcastle can go in for him because they are seeking for experience for such players in the Champions League. And I think he adds a little bit of threat in the front three of any team that he goes to, because he has a lot to offer as Angel Di Maria. So let's wait and see where Angel Di Maria is going to go next season, but it's confirmed he's going to be a free agent. The talks in between him and Juventus broke down, yet in April there was optimism that it could go in favor of both sides, but Juventus feel like they cannot keep Angel Di Maria around until everything normalizes. They're really having financial problems. It's a club that has gone ahead to get 10 points deducted, and I think this has been brought to by them not going to the Champions League, missing out close to 60 million pounds, you know. So it shows you that they cannot keep a player like Angel Di Maria, and he's not earning limited wages or really little wages. He's earning huge wages because he came in at Juventus as a free agent from PSG. Now, lastly, Pep Guardiola. Let's discuss a little bit about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola has been quoted by Fabrizio Romano saying that I will stay at Man City next season. I'm not thinking of leaving the club. I will stay next season with 100 breaches for the Premier League against us. Don't worry, we will be there. That is Pep Guardiola. Now, this is good news to Man City fans all over the world, and bad news to some fans, because some fans really believe that Pep should resign or really throw in the towel after winning a treble. Remember, he has just won the Champions League, he's into the final of the FA Cup, and he's into the final of the Champions League. He has won the Premier League, that is Pep Guardiola. So people contradict themselves. They call him a checkbook manager, and when he's still around, they are worried. That shows you his quality. And I'm not a person who believes that it's all about money. Guys, teams have spent a lot of money, but even if you spend money the wrong way, you can't thrive. Chelsea has shown us that they've gone ahead to spend 700 million pounds, and they are nowhere near the top half of the table. They lost 4-1 to Manchester United at Old Trafford yesterday, and they're hosting Newcastle in their final game, of which they might lose. Pep Guardiola to me is the best manager in the world, and obviously the best goal where quality is, and Man City has gone ahead to give him everything like money that he wants. But him staying in the league, for me, I like it because when he came in through, he elevated the league to a new winning tally of points. He's the only manager that really came in through and obviously showed us that if at all you don't have 90 points plus, you can't be into the title race conversation. That is Pep Guardiola for you. And as it stands right now, it shows you that he can really cause havoc at a side of the top 6 clubs. Next season, Arsenal needs to charge up. Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Newcastle, Tottenham Hotspur, and I think it's going to be the very first time in Pep's career to be having close to 3 teams going in for the trophy and chasing him in a very, 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 very competitive way. But I want Pep to stay. I don't want to see a team I support like Manchester United winning the trophy when Pep is out. People will insinuate it's because Pep left. I want us to see Arsenal winning the trophy when Pep is here. Pep needs to be given the best that he deserves as far as competition is concerned. So guys, your thoughts on to Declan Rice to Arsenal setback are welcome in the comment section below. You can call it worry. Then what do you think about Di Maria being a free agent? Which teams do you think can sign him right now? And lastly, Pep Guardiola saying, I'm going nowhere. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim friends, Juma Karim. See you later. Good morning. Ciao, ciao.